Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Good morning and good evening. For me, it's a late one. It is almost 10 p.m. I'm based in Lisbon. It's the sacrifice.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Hello, hello. Good to see some familiar people. All right, we'll wait one more minute and get started. Hello. We have 30 minutes today, and we definitely need more than that, but so we're gonna steamroll through things, hopefully leaving enough time. I'll try to leave a little bit of time at the end for some questions to come in, but hopefully it's not an issue if we go over. And again, all of this is being recorded, so you can always rewatch at your convenience as well. Welcome, welcome all. All right.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Okay, so I will get started with sharing my screen to get us going. Okay, so first off, hi everyone. I am Mariana, or you can also call me Mari. I'm the content and community lead at Bonfire. And today our talk is going to be about how to use your pools token on Bonfire. So basically, if you've never heard of Bonfire before, it's basically a no-code site builder and also a fan hub. So you can create your own custom site, use your logo, use your colors, build out your landing pages, your mint pages, all of that, and then use all of your Web3 assets, including your pools tokens, to gate content and gate experiences. So let's dive in. Can you all see my screen? Yes?
I can see it.
Okay, cool. All right, so to get started, Ali, is there anything that you want to add before I jump in?
No, I just wanted DB from our team is here. He's here to answer questions on the pools end. I'm also here, and Alex is here from the creator success team. And you guys can all access this from your creator portals. So if you have any questions about that after, let us know. But that's all I got. DB, did you have anything?
No, just hello, everybody. I know we got a lot to cover.
All right.
Cool. All right. So diving in, you're going to go into your creator portal, browse apps, and then Bonfire is right there. You're going to click open. Now, for me, it's going to take me directly to this template page, this pools template page. Now, if you've never used Bonfire before, you're just going to have to go through a couple of extra onboarding steps where you'll set in your username and email and that kind of information, but still pretty smooth sailing. And then you'll get dropped into this pools template page. So I'm just going to scroll through so you can see what's happening here. And this is a page that we've created for specifically for all of you guys. But before, I want us to zoom out. So what is happening on Bonfire? This is Bonfire. This is your dashboard, right? So you're probably going to spend most of your time here, site builder, or setting up your feed and creating passes. And then all of your content will live here in the library, and your CRM basically lives in community. Now let's zoom in again. So we're going to go back to where we were, which was in site. And I'm going to click to edit a page. So all of your pages will live over here. So we were just looking at that pools template page. Let's open it up again. All right, now that we have context, we can start to look through how do we build a page on Bonfire. Basically, it's through this block tooling, or what we call blocks, right? So you can actually just click on a block. It shows up. You can move it up. You can move it down, duplicate it, delete it. It will delete that one. And it's as simple as that. We won't have time to go through all of the blocks, but we do have resources on all of them in our knowledge base. And to find that, you just go into learn.bonfire.xyz, and you'll get some video tutorials on how to use these. But so how do they work? For example, over here, this is a heading block, and I can select the copy on here. I can click to have it larger or smaller. I can change the color here. I can hyperlink it, all of that. That looks bad. Let's go with that. And so over here, next we have a columns block. So we have two nesting sort of blocks. And what that means is that you can add blocks to this block. So that sounds confusing, but what I mean by that is we are in this section, right, where we have this column, and I'm able to format this section the way that I want. I'm able to customize it by giving it a color. I can add a background image to it as well if I would like. So let's just do that just for fun. And within it, I can actually add more blocks. So right here, I can say add block. And now I've added another text block over here that you can see. Right? So I will just delete that, and within that, oh, so we got that image over here, and we've got our, again, heading, text block. This is a button block, which you can then, again, hyperlink to whatever you need, and then choose if you want it to be a smaller button or a regular sized button, change the background color, background text, all of that. And same for the whole page. I also want to shout out what's happening here. It says something went wrong, but actually nothing went wrong. This is an iframe embed code that is pulling from pools. So I'm just going to update this page. So that's how we save a page. Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have draft mode. So you would always have to click update to save the changes that you've made to your page. Now we've just made that. Now let's open it up to see what it looks like over here, just so I can show you something. Okay, so we see that background image that I've just added. And now this is that embed block that said there was an error. So it's actually showing up and it's pulling all of that information. And what's really cool about this is that you can embed a lot of things onto your Bonfire site. So we've seen creators embed their Shopify store, for example, or embed a part of the metaverse that they're working on, or embed that button for subscribe to my newsletter. anyways, that's so lots of things that you can do here to bring all of the pieces that you have from all over the internet that you're working on and just put it into your Bonfire site. Over here, we have the subscribe block. So what that means is that you can start building out your mailing list on Bonfire. And so anytime that you drop something here, whether you're publishing a new page or publishing or posting new video, audio content, setting up a live stream, you can message your mailing list about this drop. Now, it doesn't mean that you can create a customized email as you would. It just means that they'll be notified via email that you've posted something new, and it's more of a template email that we have set up for that, and it automatically sends them that notification. But you can always start to like build out that your mailing list on Bonfire, or actually import your mailing list from elsewhere, put it into Bonfire, or actually grab your mailing list from here and put it out into whatever third-party emailing platform you're using. So hopefully that made sense. And we have our socials button here as well, which you can fill out with all of your social information. And then we've added an FAQ block here with some frequently asked questions. Of course, you are welcome to edit any of this any way that you'd like. And then this I just added right now as I was testing things out. So this is, if you go onto back to your creator portal, and you can see leaderboard embeds, reward embeds, and then you'll see that this opens up over here, embed. This opens up the embed code. You can copy paste this code using, again, that embed block and have it live on your Bonfire site. So that's what that is. I will just delete it for now. Okay, so let's say we've built out our page, customized it, we think it looks good. Now we're ready to set it live into the world. We're going to click update, as I mentioned, or save. This is your first time. And now here we're given a few options. So in access, what does this mean? So this is really, really pivotal information. This page, or whatever page you're working on Bonfire, can be available and open, accessible to everyone, or specifically different kinds of memberships. So this is where the Web3 functionality comes in. You can start to gate your content, right? So let's say you built out an incredible page, but you want to offer it to specific groups of people, right? So specific types of holders. And that's where you come in with your building out the tiered memberships, right? So you might have a tier that is for your holders that hold 10 of your tokens, and then you have one that's for the ones that hold, 1,000 of your tokens. And those kinds of collectors are very different, right? And the kinds of offering that you want to provide to them are very different. So for the premium type of collector base, you really want to go and give them the best of the best, right? Your most exclusive content. So this is where you can start to think about that. So in this case, let's say that we want to make this page available to the Mari token holders, and let's say also to this other pass that I created, spoken word for robots. All right. From here, visibility. So we can choose to publish to feed or hide from feed. Now, what does this mean? What is the feed? Let's go back to, let's open this up here. So feed, this is the feed. So basically, it's your own content stream. Anything that you post on Bonfire, you can choose to have it show up on your feed. And why is the feed cool? First, because you can show all of your gated stuff. So in this case, I had a page that was gated by something that I've unlocked because I have these tokens within my wallet, right? So I'm able to unlock it. And what else is cool about it? Let's see, in one of these, you can enable, we got a little bug here, but these are supposed to be emojis. Okay, they're coming in a little bit delayed, but basically we've got, okay, there we go. So we've got our emojis. So your fans can drop comments on your piece of content, on your page, as well, or they can drop comments as well as drop emojis. So over here, they leave a comment, and I can respond to that comment again with a response or with another emoji. And all of that you'd be able to see if we go back here. You'd be able to enable in the allow comments and reactions, right? So maybe there's pieces of content, different pages that you actually don't want to have that enabled. You don't need to. You can always select or not. Okay, so update. Now we talked about the feed, but I quickly walked through it. So this is where your feed would live. So we saw it from the public's eye view. This is what you're seeing internally. And within feed, you can also quickly create a text or audio or video that you can just have live on there. All right, now going back into our site, going back into, oops, this is what I want to show you. Going back into our site, we click into design, and this is where you start to customize your site. So you can choose a few from these templates that we have. And some of these are for pro users. So I actually forgot to mention this. We have a couple of different tiers on Bonfire, a couple of different plans. You can do everything that we've just walked through as a free user, but if you want extra customization, you want extra storage space, then you would go for the pro plan. But let's say I want to choose this theme, and I want to, or you can choose to add background image, different text colors, different types of button settings, right? So fonts, you can do all of that. And with Pro, you can also remove the powered by Bonfire branding, right? And once you're ready, you just click Save Changes, and it's done. And that is enabled for your whole site experience. Okay. Questions so far? Quick questions so far.
I actually have a few.
Okay.
On the original, the template page, I believe they're called tags. They're a little intimidating. There's nothing that we have to do with those, right?
Oh, no. And
like the primary token name, all the brackets and stuff like that. Whenever you're looking at the
no. So this is part of this dynamic variable, and this is just information. So we are pulling from so that you have that customized experience, so that as soon as you land, you can just publish with your token name, with your all of your information. We're just using these page variables.
Awesome. And then my other question was with the feed. You had selected don't show in the feed, but then you could still enable comments. Where would they be able to comment if it's not showing up in the feed?
So they only are able to leave a comment if it is public in the feed.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So let's continue. This is really important. Now, passes. This is where you start to create all that we talked about around all the gating functionality. This is how the magic happens with creating specific passes. So this case, I will click create pass, and I'll just briefly explain. So if you want to do this tiered membership model specifically for your pool's token holders, you would go with membership, but I just want to quickly highlight also the other options. So digital good is if you, let's say you want to sell a content bundle, or specifically like a digital download. Let's say you're throwing a webinar like I am, and I actually want to sell, like an ebook to a webinar that could fit into a digital good, or you're selling a sample pack and you're a musician, that can go into digital good, that kind of thing. Now, let's say I want to sell a live stream ticket, and I'm again, musician. I could sell a concert live stream ticket. I could sell recording sessions. I could sell ticket to my webinar, all of that. you'd use the live stream ticket. And you can actually live stream directly from Bonfire. So, and I'll show you that also a little bit later. Or if I just want to gate something, you know, I have a piece of content and I have a contract on from an NFT that I dropped 2 years ago that's on Polygon, and I can just gate it by that as well. So, but today specifically, we want to talk about memberships. So you're going to click on membership, next, and then create new pass. No, wait, actually, that's not the right one. We want to do, sorry, I got confused here. We want to use existing collection and then custom membership requirement. So from here, again, I would suggest playing out with all of the options here, but we want to use Polygon and we want to copy paste our token contract address. So for that, you'd go into Polyscan, copy paste the address on there. All right, and then I can choose the amount. Remember, we were talking about this tiered planning. So let's say I want to create a really accessible tier for my token holders. They just need to hold like 20 tokens. And let's say link to purchase. So this is the link where fans will be taken after they click join, right? So once they joined, where do I want them to go? And I like taking them to the feed page, but you can choose whichever page makes sense to you. And from here, oh no, let's refresh. Oh no, let's go through this again. Okay, Polygon, let's copy paste the link. Let's do 10. Maybe that's will give us better luck. Oh no. Okay. Well, I will have to report this bug, but we are in luck because I have already created a Mari token with specifically my pools token. So let's say we had, let's pretend like we had gone through that process. You would quickly create a pass. So let's edit it from here actually. So okay, let's pretend I'm just changing this, right? We're to create the details for my pass, right? So I can edit the name for this pass. So let's say, you know, premium. I can remove the image, add a new image here for this pass. I can actually choose specifically audio or video to associate with the pass as well. I happen to have a lot of content on here. If you don't, you can always click upload and then upload the files. To move a little bit more quickly, I'm just going to select one that I already have, add a description. And here, I think you need to be super thoughtful about the benefits, right? So you're creating this membership plan, and what do you really want to offer your collectors, right? So here in this example, I had written to give them one live stream a month, access to a live stream, to be able to join my Telegram. But again, you can keep adding benefits, remove benefits, and then you can choose to set the membership duration time. So this is optional as well. So if you want to just have these tiers live, no end date, just let them be, you can. If you want to think about it as something that's a little bit more seasonal with an end date, you can. So let's say I want this to end on the 31st of May. Perfect. Success. Your membership was updated. Okay. And from here, I can click done, and my memberships are all living within this the memberships tab over here. All right. Any questions there?
Just real quick, if there are questions, feel free to ask them. But I just wanted to bring up to get to your particular smart contract on Polygon inside of your portal on the main dashboard page at the top. There's a link that takes you straight to Polygon Scan, so you can get the smart contract number nice and easy.
Yes. So actually, let me just walk you guys through this. So we're in dashboard. I'm going to click on here, Mari token. It's going to take me to Polygon Scan. And from here, I can find my token contracts. And they make it super easy. You can copy the address and then you just plop it in wherever you need.
And actually, I do have a question on the passes there. You said to be thoughtful about what people are offering. Do you have any recommendations on, blowing that list out, making it huge? Should you keep it more nice and compact so people can understand it? What have you seen?
Yeah, so I would say you need to be honest with yourself first off on like, what can you deliver? Because I think the last thing you want to do is to overpromise and underdeliver. So what is realistic for you to offer your community members, right? And to think about it. So if you have different tiers, what makes sense for the base tier and the premium tier, and to think about it strategically. So what I think is one of the mistakes that happen in Web3 is I think a lot of creators, they're just like, drop the thing, drop. And it's like, well, drop the thing, and then what do you want to do with the thing? Like, to think about it really, like, what do you want to provide with this pass that you're dropping? And then to think, if it does it end? When does it end? What is doable for you to do within a month? Is it a 3-month membership? Is it if it's an infinity membership, like what are the expectations your collectors have? Cool.
Great.
Should I keep going?
Yeah.
All right. Now, lastly, okay, we have a couple more minutes. So I just want to show you the community tab. So basically, I talked a little bit about what happens with the subscribe block. And this is where, so your subscribers would show up. They would live on here. So you'd have their email address. And as I mentioned, you can download the CSV and then you can put that back into whatever email marketing platform you're using. And what's really cool as well is that as you import all of your collections onto Bonfire, you'll be able to have a simple but still relevant CRM of your collector base. So you know who's collecting, their wallet address, what are they collecting, when they last collected, and you'll just have more and more information about your collector base. So that's what's happening in community. And so library. So we talked a lot about all of this exclusive content that's happening. Now we've got to actually create, we have the page, right? So we created page, but what if I just want to drop an audio or a video and I don't want to build out a whole page for it? I want it to be simple. So you can just go into the library section and we have here audio and video, and they work pretty much the same. So you just go into create content, select that, upload the audio file, upload the artwork for it. Let's see if I can find an audio file here. Yes. Upload an artwork for it. And then just click next. Also having a little bit of delay here. Okay, there we go. And then from here, I can choose to give it a title if I want to. If I don't want to, you don't have to fill any of these out. I can choose to allow downloads or not, and then click next. And again, as I mentioned, you are able to gate that specific piece of content independently or not. So do I want to have it open to everyone? I can. If I want to gate it by that the Mari token that we just created, I can as well. And then click next. And again, it'll take me through that same process. I can choose to publish to feed. I can choose to hide it from feed. I can choose to allow comments and reactions. I can choose to notify members via email. And then submit. And here it is. So my files will all live here. And then if you have Pro, you'll also be able to have some data on your, just like analytics on who's viewing, total streams, total video views, total watch time, that kind of information as well. And lastly, the live stream feature. So as I mentioned before, you can stream directly from Bonfire. So we could start a stream right now. Go live. I'm live. We're live, guys. And then I can choose to stop broadcast. So, or I can choose to actually schedule. So I have this one scheduled for March 16th as well. So if you want to schedule a live stream. Now, if you are super savvy on streaming, that's amazing, because you can actually use OBS or whatever streaming software you can connect it to Bonfire, and then you can do all of the crazy streaming things. If you don't know how to do any of that, you can just do what I did, which is basically click go live. And then, yeah, that's the most important part of it. Lastly, because we have 1 minute, I'll just tell you about contests. So if you want to engage your community through a contest, you know what contests mean, just kind of like setting up a little bit of a challenge. Let's say you want to reward the community for like retweeting something, or, you know, creating a album cover. You know, you're looking for something like that. You can set that up on Bonfire, give it a name, cover image, description, when does the contest drop, and add the submission rules on what your expectations are. So let's say we have that album drop, so you'd want the image, right? And then you can enable contest voting as well. You can gate it, as we mentioned, or add requirements like Twitter follow, lens follow. Okay, I am done. We are at time, but I am here for any questions.
We do have a few questions here in the chat, and I can, you know, ask them. I'll read them out loud. With gas prices through the roof, I was wondering, this is from a kid called Void, everybody. Are we looking at Solana integration for Bonfire and Solana tokens with pools in the near distant future? I can speak to pools. I'm a manlet myself, so I'm heavily pushing to index Solana NFT so we can reward for those, and also a huge fan of being able to release tokens on Solana. However, we don't have a date set for that currently yet. So what about Bonfire?
Okay, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that is not something that we are thinking about right at this moment. We are very much like stuck in the EVM compatible world. So that's the reality of it, but we move with the times, we move with like the trends. So if it seems like there's just like immense interest, and if we're getting a lot of creators request that, then of course we're going to take a look at that.
Awesome. And we also had a question from Villa Model. What's up, Villa? When uploading audio or video and gating them, does it only gate it on the feed? I've added a gate to audio, and when you add it to the site, it seems you have to gate the whole page. So how do you, if you upload and put music,
it should gate that specific piece of content as well as what is showing up in the feed.
So you have the option of gating that specific block or gating the whole entire page.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. I didn't realize that. I thought you could only gate pages.
No. And like the piece of content, right? We went through that section where you upload that piece of content, then you can choose to gate it.
Yeah, I just didn't realize that you could just gate that block. So in theory, I could have a NFT for sale on a page and then have a gated block, and after they buy the NFT,
oh, I see what you mean. No, you won't be. There is no like gated block section.
Okay.
But let's say that is a right. You upload a video, and then there's a permalink to that video. So, and that permalink, that is a gated experience.
Awesome. Villa, if you want to hit the chat real quick and let us know if that answered it. Anybody else, if you have a quick question, drop it in the chat. if not, there are no other questions right now. Villa said, yes, thank you.
Okay, so I would also just want to say that we are always looking for feedback. So if there is anything that you are looking for, please let us know. We have, you can reach us through, so on the dashboard, let's go back here. On the dashboard, this is our little intercom chat. If you ever have any issues, any bugs, this is where you can go, but you can also DM us on Twitter as well, and just let us know what you need.
And I'll jump in real quick and say that we have the same intercom chat on the Pools creator portal in the bottom right hand corner. So if you guys ever have questions, you can also ask us questions through the intercom portal.
Cool. All right, do we have any more questions? DB, you're muted.
Kid Called Void just said, thanks for the clear walkthrough, really enjoying the platform and loving the integration. So thank you for the comment.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah,
long-time fan of Bonfire myself, by the way.
Oh, awesome, good to hear it. Yeah, and then last thing that I want to say, I have many last things that I keep saying, is that if you're doing things on Bonfire, on Pools, like tag us. I'm speaking for our team, but I know that you guys on the Pool side feel the same way. It's like we are looking to amplify as much as possible, bring as much attention as possible to everything that you're doing. So tag us or just DM us as well of like, I'm doing this thing. So we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we have our newsletter, and we just like want to be sharing more stories, more ways that you guys are just like using all of the tooling. So yes.
Looks like we got another question here. It would be cool to have token gated block options as well as full token gated pages. Thanks for the call.
Yeah. Yes, I will send this as a feedback request for sure. All right, do we have anything else? No? Okay, well then I'm going to shill my token. So I launched oh yes, we do have a question. Please, Ben, go ahead.
Oh, looks like he just left.
Oh.
Maybe hit the wrong button.
But I'm just playing around with all of the Pools functionality as well. So I don't know what I'm going to do with any of my tokens, but if anyone wants to redeem any just for fun, here's my stuff. Is this how? I actually don't know how is that how it works?
Oh, so excellent. So you just posted in the actual code that you would put in if you ended up on a redeem page, but you can just share the link from the top, and then people would be able to click on the link and then just go.
Oh, okay, where was I? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone is doing this for the first time.
Sweet.
Awesome.
I'm going to get some.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This was really helpful, really informative, and like super appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks to everyone. DM with any questions here for all of you, and happy to do more of these if it feels like it makes sense.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining, everybody. You know how to find us if you have any other questions after the fact, and we'll post this online.
Oh, wait. Do we have a question?
Oh,
yeah. Yes, I just claimed 50 Mariana.
Woo!
Let's go!
Your first fan.
It was super easy. I signed in with my Gmail, which, by the way, is not the same as like my creator account. So just FYI, Izzle, that's what's up. It was really fun. It was really easy. So I just had to give you some daps, sis. That was fun.
Amazing.
Now,
Awesome.
what can I buy with my Mariana? Where's the menu?
Got to brainstorm about it. Got to strategize.
Okay. Great job. That was super. Great. Really easy. Good job, everybody. Tell the devs they done good.
Yeah.
Just kind of following up on what Max was just saying. Is there any plans for Bonfire to implement spending tokens to purchase NFTs?
It's within the roadmap. We don't know necessarily when that will get prioritized. But one thing that can you guys still hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you when exactly or if it's going to happen, but it is on our minds.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. All right, then. If no more questions, then have an amazing rest of your day, everyone. And looking forward to see you online doing stuff.
Amazing. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.